This is what I was talking about, not being able to trust my brain, and my memory already sucks. On my way to the car, I had an idea for what I'm trying to create, and it was something I was a bit excited about, but I've already forgotten it. And I tried to think it up, and I've forgotten it. One thing I was considering is the cities that I select for. One of the reasons why I need to do that is so that one, we have limited advertising dollars and stuff, and so we need to make sure that the money that we spend for advertising is well placed. That's one thing. Number two, I'd want to place it in cities that I'd personally want to live, so that it also helps me. Number three, is if we have it geographically limited, we can try to create a physical events, have physical community and stuff like that. So maybe like once every 6 months we'll have like an event in a given country, so that people will get to meet each other, and it'll make things easier to, I guess, get to know each other and eventually get off the app. I guess that's the goal, although it's not the best business model, it's kind of still the goal. Number four, I think we need to be able to create a forum or a community in there where people can actually talk openly, and then maybe share their handles or whatever. By handles, I mean like their screen names. That way, it builds the community more. It builds the community more, and people can just talk, and if they like each other, they can still share their screen name or whatever. And that way it would almost be like TikTok. No, not TikTok. Yik Yak. It would almost be like Yik Yak. Where it might be geographically based. No, I don't even know if it should be geographically based. I'm not sure yet. But there could be talking and interacting with each other. Without necessarily having to try to date. The problem with this is creating that network effect, and I still don't know how to monetize it. But creating that network effect could help. And maybe it doesn't even have to be specifically for dating. I remember that Bumble has a thing for like Bumble friends or Bumble meet or something like that. And I actually think that's kind of cool. Maybe that feature is still around. But it could also be for professional networking or something, or making friends or doing activities together, because people with autism are still oftentimes interested in the same things as neurotypical people. But when they try to enter neurotypical like spaces, or I guess befriend them or do social events, oftentimes they're pretty strongly rejected. Or like I've used the example before of, they get their foot in the door but they're kind of just ushered out, whether through ostracization or, as has happened to me, overtly telling me that I have to leave or that I'm not really welcome. It's happened to me kind of a lot. That's embarrassing. So I think that's what has to happen. Let's try to create that community. And since everyone that's on the app is an adult, it's not like we have to do informed consent and stuff like we had to with the families and children's and stuff with the communication thing that I was trying to build, even though that's still extremely important. But I don't even know if autistic people know how to speak to each other. They might still feel the same aversion to each other that neurotypical people feel to each other, but at least there might be that understanding of the struggles and difficulties. Maybe we could open it up to other groups like asexual people, but I'm sure they have their own communities and stuff, because it doesn't have to only be about relationships. It can be friends and stuff. I don't know. I don't know. Let's just stick with neurodiversity for now, while still being open to others, and make it clear that yeah, this is for dating, this is for networking, and this is also for dating, networking, and also friendships, social stuff. And you indicate in your profile what it is that you're looking for. And it's not going to be like Plenty of Fish or whatever from like way back in the day where anyone can message you. It's that you have to have demonstrated some sort of interest in each other, whether it be platonically or professionally or I guess romantically somehow. And so maybe there might have to be videos of like, hey, what are you here for? And then you could explain that. Hey, I'm here because I'd like a girlfriend, or I'd like to talk about potential business opportunities with people that are like-minded, or I want some friends to go to the rock climbing gym with me. But I feel like everything apps don't usually work, and so how could I make this work if everything apps don't normally work? TikTok is a everything app that works. Instagram is an everything app and that works. but they're also the exceptions. As of right now, I don't see why this won't work, but I'm sure there's so many externalities that I'm not accounting for. But I don't think this already exists. So right now I'm in Little Saigon.